Welcome guys. So this is a trade I took this week and I shared the setup on Sunday. So if you missed, make sure that you like, share, comment and subscribe so that you don't miss out next week Sunday, because I'm dropping every Sunday these setups. You can call them signals, whatever setups, but yeah, if you listen to me on Sunday, I'm sure you are in profit right now. So here basically I was waiting for the profit to be like 800, but my target was like 1.2 profits, but I closed on 1.1 because yeah, and yeah, the 800 was right there. I'm gonna share this trade setup right now with you guys. Simple, set and forget. You just need a high, a low, a higher high, break of structure and a potential lower high to sell right there, and you can see I was in profit around this time. Set and forget is so simple. Do not change the strategy. Use this strategy, guys. I'm telling you, you will thank me one day. Okay, guys, so this week, this is the pair I chose to, you know, make myself $1,000. So my target has finally been reached. So yeah. So this is AUDUSD. So I started from the weekly time frame, as you all saw from my Sunday swing. So if you guys haven't joined, my Sunday swings, it's right here. So all you have to do is to subscribe, click on the notification bell, and wait for my video every Sunday. I post around about 9 a.m. EST time. So you should be ready for that. So let's go. So the weekly is bearish, right? So I'm gonna remove this week's candle because it's moving right now. So this is how the candle was, right? So weekly, I found weekly as a bearish market structure. So all you need to find direction is a market structure. The set and forget is a very simple strategy, and you should follow it this way, guys. So I hope this video helps you to understand the set and forget strategy. Okay, so we move on to the daily. So even if I remove this drawing over here and put it here, you will see that the market structure, because the market structure was making higher highs, higher lows, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, until the market shifted and broke this higher low and created a new lower high. And then that's what we will anticipate, another lower high. Simple. When we're selling, we just want to sell at the lower highs, guys. It's so simple, right? And we jump down to the daily. Guys, we at the daily looking for the market structure. It's basically like the same thing that happened on the weekly, and nothing has changed, and the market has shifted, as you can see here, broke the higher low and creating this lower high. So this lower high is where we need to sell, right? Okay, so we will jump down to the 4-hour, knowing that the daily is bearish. So we will put that in our note. Let me just finish with this 4-hour time frame. So I will start from here because I don't like going back. So I will explain to you why I mark it like this. So we expect the market to drop from there. Now, the reason why I like to mark like this is because over here we have equal highs, relatively equal highs. Okay, so this is why I put them as one thing and I don't count this as a higher low, hence it has been broken over here and market continues, so for me this is a higher high, higher low. Even if you go to a higher time frame, you will see how it looks like. Let's go to the daily once again. So on the daily time frame, this is how it looks like. All right, can see. All right, okay, this is how it looks like. So that's why I combine them and make it like a one thing, which is a higher high. So until we wait for this market to break these higher highs, we will confirm this area over here as a higher low, right? So we are done. All three time frames are in sync. So obviously we are about to get an A plus setup. So going back to our note, this is what you always have to do, guys. So when it comes to the market, don't act like you know everything. Just, put the notes in. Okay, don't be casual about everything. Be serious and money will follow. Okay, so daily equals to bearish. 4 hour equals to bearish also. We just saw it now. Now that we're done with the market structure, we need the very important stuff, the area of interest. Guys, I know a lot of you struggle with this one, but I'm gonna simplify it in this video just now. You can see, guys, one more time, recap. Weekly is bearish, daily is bearish, 4 hour is bearish. You know what this means? We're only looking for sales. So let's jump into the daily time frame. Now, before I look for my area of interest, I I like to mark my higher highs and higher lows. So I also use the daily and the 4 hour. So you don't have to mark every higher high and higher low. You just mark the recent ones because they're the most important ones. So I'm gonna mark from here. Okay. Yeah, from there and mark this one. If you want, you can mark this one. All right, and you mark this one. Just keep marking. You will see what it helps with. You just see everything clearly, and it's easy for you to even spot the area of interest. So this is what I do. Okay, this is a recent lower high. So this lower high is a recent one. So this is where you would want to sell. But before we do that, let's jump down to the 4 hour time frame. Okay, so we're on the 4 hour time frame and everything is appearing over the 4 hour time frame. Right. So we're looking for our area of interest. So there are certain things you need to look for before you can spot your area of interest. It's very important. I need you to pay attention. So between your lower high and your lower low, you need to look for your area of interest. But because the market has shifted, we don't have a lower high Okay, I'm talking about this level over here. It's just a high, right? So we mark that high, okay, and then we also come down to the low. It's a new low. It's not yet a lower low, because this is a lower low comes after the first lower high, which is this one. Okay, I hope you understand. And for those who don't know, this is an exponential moving average, and the settings are 50. Simple. EMA 50. Simple. Okay. So what is the moving average for? The moving average is for you want to trade when your 4-hour time frame, when the price is below the exponential moving average. It's very important. Okay. So now we want to go back to the daily, because now we marked our high and our low. So in between, you need to spot your area of interest, and I have the easiest way to spot it. So all you do is to take your block, and from the high to the low, right? You mark the block. You put the block there, and then we're gonna use it to spot our area of interest. Now you extend, right? So you're looking for areas where there were reversals, right? So reversals and resistance, reversals and support. So we can see from the left, if we look left, over here, the market reversed and went down, reversed, went down, reversed, went down, all right? Till here, reversed, went up. So this is the area where it looks most interesting, because the market reversed, okay? The market reversed from here to the downside, here to the downside, here to the downside. But when it came over here, it reversed and went to the upside. So what does this mean? This is a potential strong of area of interest, which acts as a support and a resistance. And then you reduce it like that. And then we look at it again. We have a resistance, 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 support, support, potential resistance if it breaks below. All right, simple. Simple. That's how you find your area of interest. So after looking for your area of interest, all you need to do is to look for your entries. So I'm going to show you how I took my trade this week. So usually I wait for the 4-hour to set up, and I'm going to sell. So I told you guys, I said, we see a head and shoulder, right? So let me look for the head and shoulder. Okay, head and shoulder is gonna confuse everything. Let me use this one for the head and shoulder, because I don't like how it displays the head and the shoulder. Like the text are all over the place, so I need to keep the charts clean. So this is a potential shoulder, right shoulder, and this might happen, right? Okay. So what I said to you guys on Sunday is that there are two types of entries you can wait for. You can wait for this one, this higher low over here. Okay, this higher low over here, when it breaks, you can sell from there. Okay, and put your stops above. Right. And I said it's risky. Okay, fine. The second one, I said you should wait for the neckline to be broken and area of interest to be retested. Okay. All right. So I will show you the pros and the cons of waiting and the pros and the cons of entering early. What happens? Okay, and what were you supposed to do? So this is what I did. So let me remove everything. Now that you know it's a head and shoulder pattern that we're trading, let me show you. I mark this higher low over here. Okay, so on 4-hour, it is a higher low. And let's see, waiting for Monday. Okay, now this could be Monday. Let's see. So it's Monday. So on Monday, I usually wait for the candle to become bearish. So let's see how it looks like. Monday, Monday, Monday. So it's bullish. So what I did is I shifted this over here. Why did I do that? So I do this because this is a, oh, where's the Friday? I'm waiting for Monday. Why is it not appearing? Okay, the Monday candle. Let me play it a little bit more. Okay, let's go to daily and see how it looks. I know where I entered, but I want to show you the daily time frame, and it's not aligning with what I want. Okay, this is the daily. Okay, I guess I'll show you once we're done because it's not gonna allow me. Okay, let me just go to 4 hour because I really wanted to show you what I do, to get a clean entry on the daily. So let's just continue. Okay, but I'll show you guys. Do not worry. So usually I mark over here because anyway, wherever the daily candle starts, when it reaches this level, it will be bearish already. So my point is, if you are selling, don't sell when the daily candle is bullish. Do you get what I'm saying? So I'm saying that if you're selling, wait for the daily to become bearish, which means the current price will be below the opening price. So which means the candle will be red. So that's when you're allowed to sell. Okay. And make sure that the 4 hour is also below the EMA. Now let's play it out. Okay, so this happened and I jumped to 1 hour. So when entries come, I'm always looking at the charts because I do set alerts. So I set alerts. I don't wait the whole day for the price to come there because we don't want to sit on the chart all day. So I just set my alert to hit this level. And once it did, I kept waiting, waiting, waiting. So let's play. Here. So that's where I entered. I will explain to you why I entered. Oh, okay. I entered after this candle has closed because if you look on 1 hour here, this candle didn't close below this price over here. Okay. But this one closed below, showing number one, momentum of selling. This candle, can you see? It's larger than the previous selling candle. So which means the sellers are coming into the market. Secondly, it was New York session, right? And I didn't wait for any retest. Okay. I didn't wait for any retest, but I came late into the market. So I came when price was above, somewhere above. So let's play. So you see, it was somewhere here. So it didn't reach all the way, but it was somewhere there above. So that's when I entered. And it's not because of I was waiting for the retest. I wasn't gonna wait for the retest because my stop loss was just enough, even if I entered here. Let me show you. So if my stop loss, if I see that my stop loss is okay, right? It was just above here, 25 pips. So if I see that my stop loss is enough and it's above the highs, I don't care about the retest, to be honest, because you can't ask for any cheaper stop loss than this one because I don't care. I just wanna enter the trade because sometimes you might miss. All right. So in actual fact, my entry was above here. All right. So I still kept it as 25, 25 pips. Let me You know, when you don't have screenshots and proof, when you're explaining to people these things, they think you're lying or you're creating stories, but you just saw the proof, guys. Everything is there. But anyway, let's go. Oh, why is it doing this? I just wanna. All right. And then my take profit, uh 1:2. I wanted to hold longer, but I couldn't. Just went for a simple 1:2. Because sometimes the market will humble you if you're looking for more, and it can appear as greedy sometimes. So I just kept it simple this week because this was a trade I respected. And you will see. Okay. Uh, you can see everything. Okay. So 4 hour price, right, is below EMA. Secondly, for 1 hour price is also below EMA, as you can see. So I am allowed to sell. And then daily became bearish. So I am allowed to sell. Everything is aligned. Weekly is bearish. Daily is bearish. 4 hour is bearish. What do you need? Let's play law. Some of you could have, let me pause. Okay, some of you could have entered here, somewhere here, because it's still around the area of interest. So if you feel like it's some sort of retest in a way, of which it was, to be honest, you could have entered here if you missed out. But the question is, what session it is around those times? I can see it's pre-London session, and then London session starts. Okay, yeah. Over here, you could have entered over here. This is London session, by the way. So you could have entered right about there. So it was still okay, but let's see. And this happened. So let me pause. Let me pause. I closed manually because my take profit was way beyond. I know in the opening video you saw me shifting my stop loss above, which is close, right? But off camera, I set it back down again because I saw that this market has potential to go way beyond our take profit. And it did. Look, just look. It did. So let me play it out again. Let's see what it's doing currently. Yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. Almost hitting our lower low, our previous low. I should have held, to be honest, but I can't kick myself, man. I did something. I did something. Securing the bag was what I did. So that's what important. I'm glad I didn't miss one of these trades because I was up sleepless nights, and it paid off, right? And I hope you guys didn't miss. So make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Before I close, let me show you on the daily about what I was saying about my entry. If you look, when I entered the candle, this candle was red already, and this means I was allowed to sell. That's what I was talking about, that you should wait for the daily to become red if you are selling, and wait for the daily to become blue if you are buying. Guys, simple. Set and forget. Signing out.